Hey, YouTube, it's me. I just want to say before I say anything, can you please subscribe to my YouTube channel? I'm doing this video because I get a lot of views about witchcraft on my channel. So I will want to talk about how I learned about witchcraft. Okay, this started out with me as a child being obsessed watching television. My mother worked all the time, so sometimes when she used to leave the home and leave me by myself, with me and my brother, we watched TV. And I was hooked on television. And I love watching horror films. So that's what it's yeah, I just love watching scary movies. And I just want to say demons are real and angels are real, okay? And I grew up Catholic. My dad was Catholic, so I grew up Catholic and I went to private school, right? So there's all types of demons. And what demons do, they look for our weaknesses. And by me enjoying watching horror movies, it made me more interested about the spiritual world, right? But at the time, I didn't know that. But going back, I know I'm going back and forth. With demons, they look for our weaknesses. Okay, they're real, and they feed off of our energy. And their goal is to make sure we go to hell. Heaven is real. Hell is real. Everything in that Bible is true, but how the world per- perceive the Bible is wrong. We have to read the Bible, and most of us don't read it. But you have to read the Bible to understand the Bible. And as a child, I never understood it. I never asked to understand it. Excuse me, but the only thing that made sense to me in the Bible was the Revelation. So I used to read the last part of the Bible, Revelation, all the time because I understood it more than the other chapters in the Bible. So, as I was talking about demons, right? Their goal is to make sure we go to hell. So they look for our weaknesses. So there's a light inside of us that they could see. So if we look like the type of person who get addicted to drugs, those type of demons will come, then we attract those demons to make us want to do drugs or to make us want to drink or there's all different types of demons to make us there's demons that make us want to do drugs. There's demons that make us want to drink alcohol. There's demons that make us all into vanity. There's all types of demons. There's demons that make us suicidal. There's demons that make us feel that we're not pretty. There's demons that make us angry all the time. There's all types of demons. I didn't want to talk about this. I never want my YouTube channel to be about witchcraft, but I do want subscribers. So here we are, right? And I could probably save some souls. And I'm in my generation, unfortunately, it's crazy. And my generation a lot of them don't believe in God. And some of them needs proof They need to see real proof to know God is real, and God is very real. Okay, so the demons. So I guess there was something in me that saw me attracted to the spirit world. So I love scary movies. I love horror film, and I the first thing that attracted me was horoscopes. Horoscopes are pretty innocent, right? So I learned about all the signs in the horoscope. That's how it started. So I would, if I knew you were a Scorpio or a Gemini or Capricorn, I read so much books about it and I study it because to me it was pretty accurate and about you know, based on the time of month you was born, you pretty act like that horoscope. So after I learned everything about horoscope, I got into palm reading. And I was in so in high school I learned about horoscope, and then from my last years of high school going into college, I learned about palm reading. So I studied palm reading. And what I know with palm reading is it's pretty accurate. It's pretty truthful. And you could change your destiny. But at the time, I didn't know that. I thought when you go to readings or whatever's in your future, that's it. There's nothing you could do about it. I thought that was it. But I didn't know, as I learned later on in life, your future, you could change your destiny just because it shows you're going to be poor. That don't mean you are going to be poor, but whatever you're doing now affects your future. So I didn't know that. I thought your future was written in stone. So I later learned that your future could change. It doesn't have to be the way it is. You could change your future. And that's something I didn't know. And I wish I knew that because I would go to these readers and they rob me. These gypsies, they rob me. And they believe that it's okay to rob people. Uh, that's a whole story to themselves. They believe they was given permission to rob people, and so that's why they don't feel guilty about robbing people, but they rob you, and they always say you're a curse, and which is not really true. They just try to take your money. So I got into palm reading, and then I got into I used to go to readers to know my future and stuff. So um, that's how that's how I end up going into witchcraft. It's like horoscope, and it's like the gateway of witchcraft. Just like if you smoke marijuana or you smoke cigarettes, it's like the gateway to drugs, right? Or if you get high on pills, it's the same thing with horoscopes. So it started as that, very innocent. And I was able to, I mastered palmistry, and I was able to read people palms and tell them about their personality and their future. And I mastered that, and I wanted more. I wasn't satisfied with the horoscope. I wasn't satisfied with palm reading. I wanted to learn more. So I started learning about trying to open my third eye, trying to. If you hear a noise, that's my computer is overheated. So I wanted to learn about opening my third eye. So I started going into different religions, trying to understand Buddha, and that was the first religion I was trying to understand. And then I started having problems in my life. Um, people started to spiritually attack me. Well, that's further in. As I got good at reading, and telling people about their future, I didn't want to do like palm reading and horoscope. I want to be able to get visions and see things because it's a lot easier, right? And then it will give me confidence that the reading is right. So it was fun. I was getting people's like, "That's so true. How do you know?" Like when I did the palm reading, and then I started trying to open my third eye, and um I wanted to like I had to figure out what I was good in before I could go into the spiritual world. Like, uh, and with me is tuition and audio. I learned that about myself. Everybody has a good like they say, everybody's psychic, but you have to know what was your strength. My strength is that I can hear spirits and my tuition. Those are my strengths. But everybody's different. Some people, they're more vision, they see things. But mine is hearing and tuition, right? So it was fun. I was getting good tuition. I was being able to read people based on tuition. And then I started not liking it no more. I didn't like it no more because I start finding out about people' personal business when I do readings for them, and it was depressing to know that their man is cheating on them, or they're going through these problems, and it made me uncomfortable to know, that to know this about something so personal about them. So I didn't like that part of the reading. I didn't, I didn't really. It's, I don't want to know that you're going through these things. I don't want to know your man is cheating on you. The negative part of it. I didn't want to know these stuff about people that they're going through some tough stuff. So, but and another thing too, like when I start doing readings, I open up myself to demons because you gotta protect yourself when you do readings. So I started to open myself up to the demons. So they started to attack me. And that made me it scared the shit out of me, you know. And when I was living in my mom's basements, my stuff used to move around. And okay, I'm kind of going back and forth. Okay, me growing up Catholic, lighting up the candles, it's just normal because that's part of the Catholic religion. But then I start using the Psalms and started to practicing with like to get things what I want or to do things. I start lighting up the candles. And lighting up the candles is a form of witchcraft. So I started lighting up the candles, and the first time I did it, and I made an altar because Arita told me, I could do this. And why don't you make an altar? And I start doing the altar, and I light up the candle, and I was like, wow, I'm making stuff happening, just doing these prayers and writing what I want down to happen. and I will use different candles, different colors, and I start reading candles. So if I put something out, I guess y'all want to say in the universe, I know if it's going to happen or not. So I started to get what I want by just reading candles. So if my candles turn black, that's not a good sign. It means whatever I wanted is not going to happen. And it also means somebody's blocking me. Or if I wanted to do something to that person, and most of the time was to protect myself, that I know they're attacking me with witchcraft, and my candles turning black, it means it's not working. It means whatever they're doing is more strong than what I'm doing. So I started reading candles, and the first time I read candle, I felt a spirit watching my back. It was so eerie. It felt like somebody was watching me from behind. Like it felt like their eyes were so close at the back of my neck. I felt it. But to me, it was harmless. It wasn't like, you know, I didn't think anything of it. And at the time, I didn't believe in witchcraft. It wasn't witchcraft to me. It was my Catholic faith, being Catholic, and what's so bad about doing horoscopes and doing palm reading. And now I'm lighting up candles. I didn't see anything wrong with it. And then it I didn't like when I start trying to open my third eye, trying to see spirits, you know? That's when it started to change. It started to change when I started to pick up people problems, like I was saying, knowing that they're going through certain stuff. Like I didn't want that. I didn't want to know, you know, that you're going through some shit. I didn't want to, because it's depressing. And and then I opened myself up to demons because you gotta protect yourself when you're reading people because they bring stuff with them, you know. And sometimes the demon may latch on to you. Their demon may latch on to you. And demons, they like to torment you, okay, and make your life hell. And that's what the demons start doing to me. They were attacking me, and I had to do rituals to protect myself. I had to clean my house. I had to do all these stuff, and I spent years getting demons off my back and getting them to leave me alone and stuff. And I was thinking about being a reader, to make some money on the side. So, but I really wanted to know before I decided to do that. I really want to see where I was getting myself into, and I wasn't sure if it was real, and if I do spells, I wasn't sure if they really work or not. So I wasn't sure about it. Um, so where was I was getting it? Yes, where I was getting to. So yes, I was doing readings for people, and I just didn't like it. But I thought it would be a great way to earn some extra cash to do readings, you know? And so I started buying tarot cards because I didn't develop the ability to see in the future, like to see visions. And I didn't trust the voices. I didn't trust myself enough. So tarot cards was gonna give me more confidence. And so I bought a lot of them. And then I stumbled on this YouTube channel of this person. They was gonna teach you how to work with deities, gods. I'm not talking about gods in the Bible, really, just deities and how they can manifest your life. And here's the thing with them. And these are like, what do you want to call a Buddha or these Hindu gods or these deities? They want you to worship them, okay? Or voodoo, whatever you want to call them, they want you to worship them. And I couldn't. I refuse to worship them because I know they're not the real God, okay? And that's why I didn't worship them. And as I would go to readers and one of them asked me, you will, they show me the image of the botanist. At the time, I didn't know what it was. A reader showed me it, and if I would pray to it, something like that, he said to me. And no, that's not what he said. Do I know what it was? And I looked at it, and the botanist looked very evil to me. Okay, and I said I didn't know what it was, but now I know what it is. It's a demon. So, and you have to worship them so you could get the visions and you could be able to do readings. You have to worship them. And it could be something as simple. You may say, okay, I'm not going to worship them, but can feed them. You have to feed them to be able to get these visions, to do these readings. You have to feed them. And and I they not going to be satisfied when you feed them. It's going to be something simple. Okay, this DT like beer, or this DT like cigarettes, so you smoke in front of them. Mind you, I never smoked in my life, or I'm just giving an example. Or this DT likes candy, but eventually they're not going to be satisfied with that. They're going to want blood. They're going to want real sacrifice. They're going to want blood. They're going to want DNA. They're going to want animal blood. And it's going to be a point where they're not going to be satisfied with animal blood. They're going to want human blood if you want to see stuff manifest, if you want to see stuff happen, if you're trying to clean up people. And some demons, when you try to take a spirit off of a person who's being tormented by demons, with it giving them bad luck in love or bad luck in finance, or they have a spirit on them and they're drinking all the time and they're going through all these stuff, they come and attack you because they're angry. So you gotta know what you're doing. Okay. So what I was getting at with the demons. Yeah, so they never satisfy. They never satisfy. The deities, the gods, the demons, they're never satisfied. If you hear this noise in my background, it's my computer, it's my laptop, it's overheating. Sorry about that. Yeah, they never satisfied. I don't got time for this. I don't got. They play games. I don't got time for them and they bullshit with these gods. And that's why I stopped. I didn't bother with them because if I'm going all out and I'm bringing you candy and bringing you stuff, and you didn't manifest what I wanted, then I don't got time for you and this shit. I'm leaving you alone. So that's what I did. And sometimes they get pissed off, they get angry with you, and they bring bad luck in your life. So whatever. I know there's one God, and that's the God in the Bible, the God of Abraham, and I know about that. Okay? So I'm not going to worship you and do whatever you want. So that's why I never bother with them. but they get angry. So, and that's the thing with them. You gotta always keep praying to them. You have to always give them what they want. You know, it's annoying. So, but I still was thinking about doing it. I still, despite all of, even though I knew that, I thought about doing it, and I wanted to protect myself from these demons. So, what else I did? I realized um, I went to. I don't want to get sidetracked, but yeah, I didn't want to pray to them because I know they're not the true God, and I didn't want to worship them, so I just didn't bother with them. I wanted to. Now I remember. I wanted to control them. You could control them, okay? So I didn't want to worship them. I want to control them. I didn't want them to control me, okay? So, and I was thinking about doing it as a full-time career, like really get into it. And then I read books about other people who have done witchcraft. And when you become a good reader, you're taken and you get, like, let's say you're drawing people, the word is out, you could read and you're accurate in what you see. You're taking somebody client because they used to go to somebody reader. So sometimes when you take people client, when you do readings, they will send demons and attack you for taking their client. So once I learned about that, I realized it wasn't worth it. And I decided I'm not going to do it. Okay, so the thing with reading, when you're when you're using palm, when you're reading people palms to see their future or doing tarot cards, you're working with a demon. Okay, and demons, they tell the truth and they also lie. So they do both. And why would they tell you the truth if they're doing a reading? Because they want to hurt you and they want to frustrate you and make your life difficult. So if you go and do a reading and they tell you certain stuff that's true, or okay, your man is cheating on you, and even though it's true, because they want you to be in that state of mind, like really upset. So that's why they will tell you the truth. So when the reader is telling you something in their ear or how they get their messages, that demon is right there telling them, even though they think it's from God or it's from it's from a good place. It's really the demon telling them what to tell you. So the demon will tell you the truth, but it's really to hurt you. That's why they're telling you these things. And when you're not, when it's not coming from the place of the Lord, they will, and it's not coming from God, and it's coming from them. You're exposing yourself. So, like, in a sense, maybe I want to do harm to somebody, and if that person go to another reader, then they're gonna know that I attack you. Now, let's say I want you to leave me alone, and I don't want you to attack me, or and I pray to the Lord. They're not gonna know that. They're not gonna do a reading and say, okay, did this work with this person that I try to attack? They're not gonna know because I'm doing straight from God, from the Lord, from the Bible, the God of Abraham. So, well, if you're going to spiritual people to have them remove stuff from you, and that person do a reading on you to know what you're doing, then they're gonna find out. So if you don't want people to know what you're doing, you have to pray straight to the Lord, and you have to wait till He's ready to fix your life. You do it on His time, not on your time when you want it down now. You do it when the Lord is ready. And you have to live a life with no sin. Like, you have to really not sin if you want your prayers to be answered by the Lord. He don't play. He's real and he don't play. So what else I was gonna say? What else? In terms of the spiritual stuff, I got sidetracked. Yeah, 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 about people attacking you and stuff. Like, they will know if you're just dealing with the reader, but if you're dealing with the Bible and you're dealing with the Lord, they're not gonna know nothing. No. So that's how God works. And what I learned later on, if you were to read about the Bible about Joseph and dreams, you don't have to go to readers. You could learn by God will give you dreams about the future. He will give you warnings. He will give you signs. You don't have to go to readers. And I was addicted to going to readers. I was addicted to them. And after I became a born again Christian, I stopped. I don't, all the, and that's another thing too. I was addicted to going to readers to find out about my future. And I was addicted to it. Witchcraft is very addictive. It makes you addictive. So when I became a born again Christian, all of that went away. I was addicted to reading no more. I stopped doing it. So that's why I wouldn't do reading. You're gonna get attacked by demons. And as I got deep into it, I started to see spirits. At first, it'd be like I didn't see them in vividly, but they start to appear in shadows at first, you know. But now I don't see them no more, and that's the thing. With when you do the witchcraft, you're gonna um you're gonna start to see things. You're gonna start to see spirits, and if you don't do it no more, then all your ability goes away too, because it's not of God. The ability to see things and read things eventually goes away because it's not of God. So that's about it. If you want to see your future, you pray, you read your Bible, and you will get visions, you will get signs, you will hear a song play, or you'll see a number. So those, like, and I think people say it comes in threes, that this is a sign that you're supposed to do something, or you get a dream. So that's how you able to see the future. So that you don't really need to go to readers, or do readings. You know. So that's how I learned about the spiritual world. It started with me watching horror movies, and then me getting into horoscope, and then me reading palm reading, and me learning about candle reading, and I got turned off. Everybody got problems. I got turned off by learning about people problems, and then being attacked by demons, them not leaving me alone. But as of now, since I became a born Christian, I don't have problems. I live a normal life. I don't see things no more, and I don't be attacked about demons. They don't bother me no more. I'm pretty much happy now. So that's about it. And you know, if you are thinking about witchcraft, don't do it. It doesn't work. It doesn't. All right? Okay. So that's it. Bye.